Today in this video, we will be learning about the construction of a summation hydrograph or an S hydrograph, or it is also known as S curve from a given unit hydrograph, and it is included in the Water Resource Engineering of or course code CE 309 of Kerala Technological University, Civil Engineering. It comes up in the module 2. Now first let us see what is an S hydrograph. S hydrograph is a hydrograph of direct runoff that would result from a successive storms, each of which produces an effective rainfall of 1 centimeter in unit in its respective unit duration. That means it is a curve of continuous rainfall at constant rate for an infinite period. That is, it is a hydrograph itself, that is, it will be having discharge on the y-axis and time on the x-axis for infinite duration of rainfall, that is a continuous rainfall that happens at a constant rate for an infinite duration. It will be having an S shape like this, and it will reach a constant discharge after some time, and this constant discharge is known as Q0, that is, it's denoted as equilibrium discharge. So it is also known as a summation curve or simply S curve or S hydrograph, and it is derived by summing up the ordinates of a series of unit hydrographs of same unit duration spaced at equal intervals of the unit duration. That is, it is derived by lagging a unit hydrograph by its own unit duration continuously until this constant discharge is obtained on the curve. And it is a continuous rising curve in the shape of an S until a constant discharge is reached. So as we said, summation hydrograph is a continuous rising curve of S shape. That is, it will look like this, and it will reach a constant discharge after a particular period of time, and this constant discharge or equilibrium discharge is denoted as Q0, and it is constructed from a given unit hydrograph of a particular unit duration. You can construct a summation hydrograph for any unit hydrograph, that is a unit hydrograph like this, and it will be having a unit duration specified, that is, let it be d hours, and we can construct a summation hydrograph from a given unit hydrograph. And this summation hydrograph is derived for an what we can say, for an imaginary condition, that is a continuous rainfall occurs for an infinite time at a constant rate. So that, as we know, in practical conditions that never takes place, that is a continuous rainfall which occurs for an infinite time at a constant rate. Even if a continuous rainfall occurs, it will not go on forever, and it never will be at a constant rate. That is, the rate of rainfall varies with respect to time. So these are the assumptions while we construct a summation hydrograph. Now, the constant discharge or equilibrium discharge Q0, it is given by first equation. Q0 is equal to A into R0 by 36, where A is in hectares, and if A is in square kilometers, Q0 can be obtained by 2.778 A into R0, where A is area of the catchment and R0 is the effective rainfall in centimeter per hour. And there is another equation, Q0 equal to A by 36 into TR if A is in hectares, and 2.778 A by TR if A is in square kilometer, where TR is a unit duration of in hours of unit hydrograph from which the S hydrograph is derived. Now let us move on to a numerical question where we construct a summation hydrograph from a given unit hydrograph. So the ordinates of a 2-hour unit hydrograph is given in table. First we have to find out the equilibrium discharge and construct a summation hydrograph from it. And the area of the catchment is given as 24.2 square kilometers. And the columns in red color, that is column number 1 and column number 2, are the data given, that is time ordinates from 0 to 4 etc. up to 24, and corresponding values for or ordinates of the 2-hour unit hydrograph are given. That is, it starts from 0 and it comes back to 0 at 24th hour. Now, first we have to find out the equilibrium discharge. That is, equilibrium discharge is given by 2.778 A by TR, where A is given as 124.2 square kilometers and TR is the unit duration of the hydrograph. That is, it is said that it is a 2-hour unit hydrograph. Therefore, we substitute the values in the equation and get equilibrium discharge as 172.5 Qmex. Now, first, the procedure is that first we lag the given unit hydrograph. See, this is a given unit hydrograph. We lag it by the duration of the given hydrograph itself. That is 2-hour unit duration. So we will be lagging the hydrograph continuously by 2 hours. That is, we will be lagging it continuously by 2 hours until this 24th hour. That is, we will be lagging the given unit hydrograph by 2 hours until it reaches the end of the given data table. That is, up to 24 in this question. So first we lag it by 2 hours. That is, simply start the given ordinates from 2 and write it downwards continuously up to the 0. That means there will be an additional row added, that is for 26 hours. Then lag it by 4 hours. That is, by starting the data from 4 and continue until this 0 is obtained. That is, simply write this data in the next row by skipping it by 1 row. That is, in the next column by skipping it by 1 row. So then additional column of row of 28 hours will be added, and similarly lag it continuously until some 28 or 30. That is, it should be lagged up to the given data only, but I have done it to show that finally even after lagging it after the given data, what happens is you will be obtaining the same equilibrium discharge at the end. That is, the discharge becomes constant. So after lagging it by 6 hours, then lag it by 8, 10, 12, that is the intervals of unit duration of the hydrograph, that is 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, etc. up to some 32 or 30. Then that is given in each column. That is column number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And so lag it up to 32. Then what we need to do is, this is next in the column we will be finding out the summation hydrograph ordinates. For that, what we do is simply sum the values horizontally. That is, sum all these values, that is horizontally up to from 2-hour ordinate up to the last lag. That is, first in the first column there is 0 plus no data, therefore 0. If you come to here, that is 25 plus 45 plus 30 plus 20 plus 9 plus 0, that is equal to 129. And similarly in the 22nd, so that is data for 22nd hour, that is 0.5 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 15 plus 25 plus 45 plus 30 plus 20 plus 9 plus 0. That will be equal to the 172.5. And after that, we will be getting the same value only. So this is our summation hydrograph ordinates, and we can see that the first earlier find out equilibrium discharge is obtained at the end. That is, if we do the summation after this line, we will be obtaining the constant discharge or equilibrium discharge only. So that is how we will be constructing the summation hydrograph. That is, a unit hydrograph will be given with a particular data. Simply lag the unit hydrograph by the unit duration of the given hydrograph until the first 0, that is the first value of the 2-hour unit hydrograph ordinates, reaches the row of the 24th or the last data given. That is, we need this data or this 0 here. Until then, lag the unit hydrograph, beyond which it is not needed. It is simply given to show that after lagging beyond the given data, you will be obtaining the same equilibrium discharge only. So after that, simply sum the values horizontally and obtain the summation hydrograph. So that is how you construct a summation hydrograph from a given unit hydrograph. Next we will be moving on to the graphs of this. So this is a plot. First let us see, in this discharge is on the y-axis and time is given on the x-axis, and we here this blue line is a given 2-hour unit hydrograph. Okay. Now after that, in the first next we did was we lagged it by 2 hours, then 4 hours, 6, 8, 10, similarly etc. up to 24 only is needed. So I have plotted only up to 24 or 26 maybe. Anyway, whatever the value is 26. Okay, that is lagged by 26. So each of these curves are the lagged curves spaced at equal intervals. Earlier we said in the definition that it is spaced at equal interval of time equal to the unit duration of the given hydrograph, that is 2 hours. So this is what we showed in each respective columns, that is of lag 4, lag 6. Each of these are the, this is a lag 4, this is lag 6, lag 8, etc. So each of these curves represent each lagging. Then finally we will be summing up all these curves, that is by, if we simply draw a vertical line and the points of intersection of this vertical line, whatever the coordinates are there, simply sum up those coordinates to obtain the coordinate of the summation hydrograph. So this is a summation hydrograph that we need. And we can see that this is a constant equilibrium discharge of 172.5 Qmax. So this white curve is our final output. So thank you. In the next video we will be dealing with the construction of a unit hydrograph of duration MD from a unit hydrograph of duration D, and when this M is not an integer. That means construction of a unit hydrograph of duration 5 hours from 3 hours, or even a smaller duration unit hydrograph, that is from when a 6-hour unit hydrograph is given, we will be constructing a, for example, we will be constructing a 3-hour unit hydrograph. That is, these all things will be done by constructing an S curve and deriving the required hydrograph from the S curve. So here we will be using the S curve method and not the method of superposition. So we will discuss all these in the next video. Thank you.